Hey guys, welcome back to Max Cars Dawn of War Unification. Today I have another sneak peek for you. This time it is for the long-awaited Death God. Death God from the great father Nurgle. And what better way to celebrate the soon-to-be released last, you could say, heresy faction for Nurgle now, other than a chaos free-for-all. I am playing Death God versus, sadly, Chaos Marines with the color scheme of Emperor Sturgeon. I first had Emperor Sturgeon, but due to multiple technical difficulties I had to switch them up. But I also have Thousand Suns and World Eaters as opponents, so that's kind of okay. Two disclaimers before. A, this is a beta, of course, so everything you see can and will be maybe adjusted in terms of balance or models and whatnot, so don't take everything for the final release. Especially I was told that buildings aren't finished yet, so buildings will be adjusted over the time a bit. That said, this is an awesome looking generator. Look at the pipes and everything, really nice. And the second disclaimer is that I use my standard color scheme of white and red, so maybe some details on the models will get lost because I only have two colors. I say that because in the previous sneak peek there was a guy complaining about that the Titan unit of them is only red or something. This is my color scheme. If you want to see Death God in the 50 shades of green, brown, yellow, whatever, you have to wait to the final release or maybe another sneak peek. But that's all the disclaimers out of the way. Map is Chaos Plateau because I thought it would be fitting. For Death God, they are a Chaos faction, so they are in somewhat similar but also not to a standard Chaos. You have your cultists, you have your Marines, this time the Plague Marines. So all the units you get are slow but sturdy. So that's the big point of the Chaos Marines of Nurgle. They also get damage over time, high regeneration and whatnot. One special building I am building here, that is already built here, is the Feculent Gnallmore. Look at the awesome model this has. Whatever this disgusting thing is here. It is a defensive structure that has an aura around it to buff your troops and debuff enemy troops. And you see this little bar at the bottom. If it's full, it will shoot out a seed to whatever enemy is in range. You cannot select it itself, basically, and then another Gnallmore is rising from the ground. The building itself has a lifetime, so at some point it will decay and die. Yeah, for the game itself, I play it a little safe in the beginning. The game itself, I have to tell you, isn't the greatest in terms of what I can show you. All the units, I had a lot of technical problems setting this all up, and I'm really happy that, and if this will go through without crashing. I had so many crashes, so many difficulties, so that I will not do another game if this succeeds. We have a little quote-unquote Emperor Sturgeon versus Siege action here, and World Eaters will probably do something else as well, as they normally do. I have set up a defensive line here and set up a defensive line here, and now poke at the Thousand Suns to see what I can do. Vision range is really low on the Nurgle dudes, the Plague Marines. And for now, tier 1, I will stick with getting my economy up and poking a bit at Thousand Suns. All the while we can maybe see something here. There are quite a lot of new stuff for Thousand Suns. And there is a rework planned, I think, for this version, next version as well for Chaos Marines. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. And World Eaters on the far back have a lot of reworking done and balancing and whatnot. So there is new stuff for them, but mostly balancing and reworking. Not as much stuff as Thousand Suns will get. But we will focus on the Death God here, of course. You see here now, this thing takes damage over time from the building here, so really nice. You see here that one death of the Plague Marines is a little surrounded here, but all this AoE stuff, and even look at this point shooting poison and whatnot. Blah. But yeah, that's that's the first engagements here. World Eaters has quite a lot of cultists, as they do. Some raptors for Emperor Sturgeon, quote unquote Chaos Marines, and yeah, more shooty here on the side. So Siege is pressured on two sides now, which I of course do not know while playing it. Getting some upgrades here, yeah, some infantry upgrades, more economy, and that's it for now. And shooting at this Silver Spy here, of course. I do have now plasma pistols and leaders. The leaders give them the ability to have Nurgle's Touch, I think it is called. It gives them more resistance and health regeneration, I think, so makes them more durable. So whenever you see a squad being focused, you might want to click that ability. You also get a plasma guns in tier 1.5 if you so desire. Even melters, I think, in tier 1 with limited use. And now I think I use this ability because this is focused. Come on. I think I use it. Yeah, you hear it. You see it here, they're glowing green, so they are now more durable. We have an engagement here? No. Just some shenanigans going on here. Have now the plague grenades and whatnot. And yeah, finally teching up, so I can show you some more units. As I said, the game itself won't last so long that I can show you some of the cool relic units. Speaking a little more about the faction is that you can get 1 out of 7, or you have to get 1 out of 7 company choices right at the beginning of the game. I chose company number 5 just to show the cool relic unit it has. I think this was already shown, the model, the Blight Tower. It is so awesome. Sadly, this game doesn't last long enough. I had other plans, but as I said, technically difficulties. Most of the companies are, let's say, minor changes to the gameplay and some relic unit choices, but one in particular is focusing on demons and puts the whole tech tree on the, how should I say, on the flips the whole tech tree around. So really nice work. One is more for defense, one is more for vehicles, one is more for demons, and so on and so forth. And 7 seems to mean the name of the game for Papa Nurgle. There's also one quote from the cultist, or the... But this is a nice picture here. This one got spawned. Sorry I didn't see it, but this one got spawned by it getting shot. The other one on the other side I built. And this was a beautiful picture, like the two Plague Marines standing in midst of these Knallmaws and whatnot. I have the problem that I don't see this cultist yet, but I have given them a blade grenade to the face, so they are taking quite a lot of damage. And I'm working on getting the sorcerer, the plague sorcerer out. I think it's his name. And all the while we are having a tango here at Siege. The World Eaters just overrunning the Chaos Marines here. So that's a little sad that we don't see action against them, but they have not a lot of new units, so it's okay. So here, like the swords they use them as well. There's also Assault Plague Marines, I think, more melee variant. But as I like to use later Blight launchers. Blight launchers have quite the AoE and do friendly fire, so I do stick on ranged for now. You can go melee, but you have to be careful to avoid these really awesome, to be honest, awesome Blight launchers. They do quite a lot of friendly fire. I even wanted to build a turret, but my little slave got killed, so yeah. And now World Eaters have killed the Chaos Marines. And here is a Plague Havoc squad, a tier 2. If you've seen some Dawn of War 2 casts and whatnot, this would be your Plague Marines there with rocket launchers anti-vehicle can get an upgrade, so they are anti-infantry as well. Really nice. Really nice unit, I like it. And now you see the Plate launchers in action. The Plate launchers are said to be anti-infantry against armor, but the Plate from the blast is effective against nearby infantry. So it's mostly infantry. You see the anti-building and stuff isn't the greatest, so it is more meant to be anti-infantry launchers, I think. But now we have some rocket launchers here as well from the Blake Havocs, so that's good. Now we get some friends coming over here sooner or later. The Core Knight Marines want to have a talk. I'm getting here now a few bloated rhinos. The rhinos are very sturdy, 2000 HP. I don't know if it's more than standard, but have cool weaponry on top and can get next to their standard, let's say 1000 Suns going down now. Next to their standard, more or less standard smoke grenades, which are here poison grenades, so they do also damage infantry of the enemy a bit, not much. Can get a second upgrade which gives them melters and whatnot, so it is really a nice, very expensive upgrade, but you can get it in tier 2 already. Other than that, I get all these upgrades. These are the Putrid Missile upgrade for the Havocs. Change Havoc's crack missiles to Blake missiles. Blake missiles deal additional damage against infantry. Blake missiles slowly depletes the health of enemies, so damage over time. And now the Core Knight friends here, the angry Marines, Chaos Marines, want to join me. Want to have a piece of my part of the map, and I don't like it. So I pester them with rockets and whatnot. They throw a grenade. And maybe I will throw a grenade as well. Yeah, you see it here. Blake grenade. On the other side I have my rhinos here, my bloated rhinos with their whatever they're shooting here. This imagine get covered in this ugly stuff. Disgusting. And on this side my infantry is moving forward. I finally love my color scheme is similar red-ish than the Core Knight dudes, but it's okay. Dark Apostle here, everybody knows how overpowered it was in the previous version. It is okay now, okay-ish, still very good. This is the, now with the second and more expensive upgrade, you have now this missile launcher on top and this melter gun on the sides. And does it also give more HP? No, it does not. So it is mostly more damage, especially against vehicles. You lose some of these blight launch or whatever thingy that was. But that's okay. Just kicking all this away. I'm tier 3 now, so you should see some of the tier 3 goodies soon-ish. Sadly, as I said, tier 4 stuff will not be shown here. So we now have a final, let's say, final showdown. Let's a slow march to the World Eater base now with the one remaining Rhino that is here, and I'm producing one of my my favorite units for Death Guard now. And second, shooting down this Tech Marine or what it was. I interesting enough built pretty good defenses with their Tarantula turret, but need to upgrade them to be anti-vehicle, I guess. That said, they shoot this Blake Marines, and you can see they are very tanky boys. I have the tier 2 upgrades for them and whatnot, and yeah, they have also a special one that increases their durable even more. It is called disgustingly durable or something, so they are really, really durable. And there it is, the Plague Burst Crawler. It will move into position here and will have some artillery support soonish. Yeah, it shoots a little slow. So scroll out here. Now we have artillery support. And the funny thing about it, the artillery is good, but not the only thing this thing can do. It also can have weapon upgrades like entropy cannons, and on the side, so you have some anti-vehicle. Entropy is like less cannonish, and you have this bolt on the top that you can change to this more rapid firing. And here we have some Blight Claw Terminators. These are your ranged Terminator squad of the Nurgle. Have some weapon choices like autoguns, Plague Spear and Blight Launchers. Got a second one of these Plague Burst Crawlers. And you have some special like this guy here, this Sigil of Decay Barrier. You have quite a lot of different units you can attach to your squads. There's in the Demon building there are like 5 different I could say commander like units you can attach to your squad with various benefits. But now I'm getting a Plague Predator to show this off as well. Yeah, but sadly there won't be after that not much else. I mean, these guys, just look at them. This is the model. This is the thingy from here. Sound effect and everything. They look so awesome. Back on the front line we have quite a lot of fire going on to the World Eater base. I'm so sad that I cannot show you more because my PC or what it was infected by Nurgle or what or not. I had a lot of issues. I wanted to have real Emperor Sturgeon and a longer game and whatnot. I had the games, but then when recording it crashed all the time, so it might be on my end. So sorry for that, guys. But here we have the Predator. I think that's the last new unit I can show. It has some special loadouts. It can get blast cannons on top, but it can then additionally get Blight Launchers on the side. I think, yeah, once I kill this HQ it is done. Sadly, but that's okay. You have your little sneak peek here. There will be probably more sneak peeks from Mr. Caldaris, or I don't know who else is making videos for that. Here you have it. I did not build the Blight Launchers. I'd like to have it because then you have even more Blight Launchers. 2 Blight Launchers per Predator. A lot of Blight Launchers on your Havocs and Plague Marines, so all the long range fire I do like to have. You can, as I said, also get melee units. You have your Death Shroud Terminators, which is your Assault Terminator variant you have with their awesome size. You have your Demon Prince of Nurgle, you have Possessed Marines, all very good melee infantry, and as I said, in early game you can also get Assault Plague Marines. Assault Plague Marines still very slow, so I'm not sure how exactly they will be useful, but we will see once it is released. Again, sorry guys that I cannot show you more as of now, but more will be shown in the future, near future, or you have to wait to the release. Okay guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!